Welcome back to my 5 favorite people. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. And man, it feels good to say that line again because I haven't said it in forever. Right now, the market is doing an upside down hockey stick and it does not look good. The S&P 500 is looking bad. We have crypto looking bad. We have gold that's down. We have literally everything. And we're going to be talking about it because you guys tell me all the time, I never make a video whenever the market's down. I only make a video when the market is green. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it so you guys know exactly what my portfolio is looking like. I'm going to share my losses because I love to sometimes share my wins. You guys know that. But I also like to share my losses. If you guys like content like this and you love how transparent I am and how just upbeat and just personality-wise I am, please hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps my channel grow and it definitely helps me grow to make more videos like this. But let me stop talking. Let's go ahead and hop straight into the video. I'm going to share my screen really quickly. You guys should be able to see it here soon. Boom, look at that. Today, as of November 6th, 2025, we are down 6%, which is $3,000. But at the time of making this video, you guys, I know I am not down nearly as bad as some of you guys. I seen the most recent video. You guys, one person said they're down $130,000 on Ulti. What is, I'm actually very curious. If you're watching this video and your portfolio is bigger than mine's, you know, I don't even care if your portfolio is like I don't care if you have a $3,000 portfolio. What does your loss look like today? Because I'm actually very curious because a lot of you guys, no matter if you're holding what I'm holding, if you're holding something else, everyone is down. Look at this. The entire market is down. So don't think, oh, just because I invested in something is down. Like every time I buy something, it goes down. No. The entire market is down. The S&P 500 is down 1% today. Now, tech stocks are down a lot because we've had earnings and earnings have not been looking good. But I would love to know what are we looking like today? You know, how much are you guys down? I'm down $3,000, 6%. You guys know I'm very transparent. After hours, we're up about almost 2%, $700. So it's pretty good. But at around just the lowest point right here, yeah, 11 a.m. we were down 6.49%. So that is not looking good. But what I will tell you guys is, even though we are down, these are the best buying opportunities. If you are someone, you're so fearful, you're like, oh my gosh, is this the right time to buy? Should I be buying? Like, I'm afraid to buy. Not financial advice. This is exactly when you should be buying. Whenever there is fear in the market, that's when you buy. When there's so much conviction and it's like super green and it's like big green candles, big old green hockey sticks, you don't want to be buying then because that is a top. You want to sell the top, buy the bottom. Or if you're not going to sell the top, just buy the bottom and just ride it all the way up and DCA down. That's exactly what I do. Sometimes I buy the top, sometimes I buy the bottom. But guess what? I'm DCAing. The dividends are 100% reinvested. So every single time a dividend comes in, it gets reinvested. It gets reinvested at the top. Whenever they come in this week, the market's doing bad. It's going to get reinvested and pick up more shares. So that way it actually speeds up that compounding effect. I don't have to explain this too much. You guys know how compounding interest works. And if you don't, what's the book called? The 48 Laws of Power. Go literally read that book. The first law is about compounding interest, and it will teach you all you need to know. Trust me. It is not it's not a bad book. I'll tell you, it's definitely be worth the money, which is not too expensive. Let me see. 48 Laws. Is it 48 Laws of Power? I think this is it. Yeah. Right here, Target, $14. This is 1,000% worth it. We can come over here to Amazon and pick it up. Go buy this book. Go read the first chapter. It's going to talk about compounding interest. It's great. Now, let's hop into the portfolio. Now, I will say I did go through and update my actual tracker. If you guys are interested in picking this tracker, I'm going to have a video right here at the top corner. Go click on that video. Make sure you come back to this video, but I will walk you through exactly step-by-step how to use this tracker, how you can get it. It's going to be in the description of that video, and show you how great it is. But you guys can see here are the updated numbers. So actually on the flight back to Texas from Florida, I actually went through and updated these numbers. So these are pretty true, despite the fact that there were a couple of dividends that came in yesterday that haven't got the update, like TSYY and I think WPay. I didn't get to update their dividends, but right now we are sitting shy of just about $4,000 in income every single month, and this is exactly how it's broken down. Now, this is an average of speculation. It's taking a 3-month trailing average dividend, so that's what it's actually considering. PLTW is bringing in about $443 for me. Chippy is bringing in about $186, which I actually just got a recent dividend payment of, of $45 that just came in for Chippy. This was actually my highest dividend payment. Yeah, look at that, $42.91. If we take a look back at my most recent dividend payment from Chippy, right over here, My most recent payment was $11. So it's good to see that this actually increased. I could do an update. I mean, I haven't updated any of this stuff in a while. It's been like 2 weeks and I've updated this entire tracker. So I'll probably do it on another video just so that it doesn't take, because I don't want this video to be a 30-minute video. I may do it then. Who knows? But it is cool to see that my dividend did increase. Now, I did pick up more shares. You guys can see my total shares, 1023 was 20 shares. I am now holding 93 shares. So I did have a buy that came in, and I ended up picking up $1,800 of Chippy. So just explain that. Now let's go back to the holdings so you guys can see QQQI. As you guys can see, this is my share quantity. You can see exactly how much it's paying me. It's paying me right under $9 every single month. WPay, I'm holding for a little under 500 shares. It's paying me $1,200 a month. This is my highest producing income. My highest producing weekly pay ETF is Tissy, whatever you want to call it. Tissy, I love it. This one is paying me a little under $1,500 a month, and I'm very happy with my position. I've been DCAing my way down. If you guys remember from previous videos, my average cost was up in it's like $8.57. I've actually been pulling this thing down. Loving this one. Great income comes in. I think I literally just had shy of a $300 payment from this one. I think it was like maybe $10 shy of 300. Let me check. Here's Tessie. Yeah, $286. Every single week I'm getting that. Every single week. That's insane. We can see exactly how much it's increased from the most recent one. So look at that. So the most recent one, 1028, was 262, and then I got a $286 one. So it is definitely increasing. The most recent dividend was 2061. This one was actually 66. So pretty much the exact same dividend payment, but all I did was reinvest the shares that I picked up from the dividend, and I picked up an extra what is this? I picked up an extra $24 every single week. So that'll just keep compounding. This week it was $24. Next week it may be $37, and then it could be $62, and then it could be, you guys get the concept. But yeah, that's TSYY. We have HOW is bringing in about $400, 85 shares. I picked up Maggie. These were the two ETFs that I did tell you guys that I did pick up, Maggie and Mags. I now hold 60 actual shares of Maggie. It's bringing in $90 every single month. Now these are all monthly. Keep in mind, it's bringing in $90 every single month. And then Mags, which is the same thing as Maggie, they hold the same underlying stocks. It is the magnificent tech stocks. But instead of being a income focus like Maggie, Mags is more of a growth focus. So that is my holdings. I'll show you guys what those holdings actually look like here on the screen for Robinhood. I'll show you guys. So here is the Maggie position. This one right here is the covered called ETF, which is the weekly paying ETF. It does provide me the income stability. You guys can see here's my position. I'm holding $3,400. My average cost is $57.49, which the market took a dump. I swear, it's like every time I do this, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait. Like I literally made a video and I was like, I'm gonna wait till the market drops because I know it's gonna drop, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick up shares. So I waited for it to drop, pick up shares. And I was like, okay, we're at the bottom. So I back the truck in a little bit. And then it drops again. And I'm like, okay, you know what? It's dropped. Let me put some more money. And then it drops again. It's just like every single time I buy, it just wants to drop. So, yeah, but that's still DCAing, you guys. And that is why I love the actual weekly paying dividend ETFs, because instead of getting the 12-time compounding effect like monthly paying dividends like QQQI, you guys, you're getting that. You're getting 52 times a year compounding effect with having the weekly paying ETFs. The only downside is you have to find something that has a stable NAV, or else you get something like Ulti, where they pay out the dividends every single week. And then also just the fact that the market's not doing well, it drops when it pays out dividends. It has such a high dividend yield that it drops as well. It's not able to recover the NAV in between weeks, in between dividend payments, and it just has a steady NAV decay. But right now I really can't say much because everything is pretty much dropping. I mean, it's not really like it's just Ulti. The entire market's down. So I won't get that one twisted. So there's Maggie. You guys can see 3,500. I think I picked up the exact same amount for Mags. I think I picked up 3,500 on Mags. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 3,900. I'm down $124. So that is my position. We can't actually. How much time are we at the video? I don't want to make this too long. Okay, we're only at 10 minutes. So I'll actually go through and I'll update the actual dividend payment so you guys can see. Because like I said, it's been a while since I've updated my video. So I want to show you guys what the dividend payments are looking like. So we'll work our way upwards. So PLTW, the most recent payment we have from PLTW was, let's see. We had a payment from, it was 99 cents per share, 99.5 cents per share. I was holding 10 shares. Amount earned was $9.95. That was, September 28th. So the most recent dividend payment we received from this was, look at this. Number of shares, we'll go ahead and add this in. Number of shares was right here. So we had a nice increase. Oh my goodness, a 12x increase from the amount of shares that I actually bought. Now these were not just dripped shares. These were amount that I actually added my own funds. Amount per share was 68. So that was a big drop. If we would have gotten 99 cents like that last week, we would have made a lot more. Amount per share went down to 68 cents. We're going to put PLTW. And then we're going to put, the date was November 4th. So we'll do 11/4/25. And then the amount was 83.05. So that is pretty cool to see. And then we'll just make this, we'll copy this. Boom. Okay, so yeah. We went from 9 cents or $9 to $85. Let me turn this to currency really quickly. Boom. We went from $9 to $83 in 1 week. Now that is from adding my own funds, like I told you guys, but that is pretty cool to see. Next one we're going to do is, I keep forgetting to do this. I need to right click and open up a new tab so that way I don't have to just keep going through and clicking it. HOOW. Now, my next video idea. Now, I have a couple video ideas. I've been away for a while, so I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. I have been still working on the actual managed Robinhood accounts. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Robinhood has like a robo investor account, so a robo advisor account. So I'll make a video on that, explaining it a little more in depth. And then I also want to make a video actually explaining my net worth, my monthly spending. I want to go through like exactly what I spend my money on, and for a way for me to keep track of things. But also, if you guys want that same tracker, I can definitely make it out for me. Make it out for you guys. So if you're interested, just let me know. Here's HOOW. The most recent payment. Here's this. You guys can see September 28th, 2025, it paid out $8.50. So let's go ahead and update that. So that is pretty cool to see. We had a nice little increase. This one was the same as PLTW. So 11/4/25 for HOOW. Amount per share, let's see. It would actually increase very nicely. So unlike PLTW, this one actually went up in total value. So that is great to see. Let's change this to dollar amounts. Okay, sweet. And then total shares, we're going to do, we were holding 70 shares right here. So we 7x'd our shares, and then the amount earned was $88. So pretty much almost the same as PLTW. And we're going to take that, and we're going to, boom. Okay, so there, yeah. So there is the updated dividends for PLTW and HOOW. Let me get rid of some of these. Delete rows. Sweet. Okay, and then next, let's do WPay, because I have not updated WPay's dividend. Insert that row below. The most recent one was September 29th, 2025. So let's see how much WPay paid us out. And I love doing this, you guys. This is one of my favorite things to do, especially you guys know I call it Monday overview, or Sunday. I do them on Sunday, but it's for Monday's overview, so that's when I usually go over. Here is WPay's total return. I'm down 6%, $1,700, but the market's just taking a big poop. Here's the most recent payment. It did drop down to that 56 range. Now, this is what I was expecting WPay to actually pay out. Now, whenever I invested, I was expecting a 50% distribution rate, so this is more like it. If we can hold this, I'm perfectly fine. I know the 88 cents, the 73 cents, 86, that's perfect. But what I was expecting was to hold that 50%. I don't want it to go below, but 50% was what I was actually expecting. And that's what I wanted, you know. But we got something much better, which I am not complaining, don't get me wrong. So November 5th was this one, 11/5/2025. Total shares was 489. So I did buy some here, and then also had the dividends actually come in. So let's see, it actually increased. So that's good. 277. And at the end, I'll actually show you guys what my total amount is in dividends. Well, my tracker over here will actually show you guys what the dividends actually have been added up to. Like, for example, if I go over to WPay, you can see so far dividends to date, I've made $1,000. And I love this. It shows return on investment after the dividends. So even after being down my $1,700 on WPay, right here, it shows you guys my total amount that I'm only down 3%. QQQI is the only thing that's in the green for me. That may change. I do think Tussie or TSYY will actually be in the green because I have not updated the dividends. This will actually increase. So let's get through all of these, and I'll show you guys that one actually goes to the green. But it's pretty cool. Next, we're going to do Chippy. Let's see. Go over here to Chippy. You guys can see the most recent dividend payment for Chippy like we talked about. We're going to add a row below. We're going to do 1023. I think there was 2 of them that I missed. Yeah, I missed 2 weeks worth of Chippy dividends. So let's drop this out a little bit. Yeah, 10. So September 23rd was the most recent one I did. October 30th we missed. So we're going to do 10. I keep saying September. October 30th, sorry. 2025. CHPY. We're going to do, that one paid out a total of number of shares 20. So we're going to do number of total shares 20. It picked up a little bit, nothing too crazy. Let's see how much did it pay out. 46 cents. So there was a little bit of a drop. That's why I didn't pay out too much of a difference. And then the amount earned was a little bit less, $9.50. But the most recent one we actually received, let me add one below. The most recent one we received was actually, what day was this? November 6th. So that actually was today. We had 93 shares. I actually picked this up with my own money, so just want to let you guys know. 93 shares here. The payment was 45 cents, so it pretty much held the same as last week's payment. And then we actually picked up $42. So $42 worth of Chippy actually got reinvested, or it will be reinvested here soon. CHPY, and then we're going to take 11/6/2025. Boom. So that actually gets updated. Change the colorway here. Let's see. Is my Chippy in the green? No, still down 3.3%. So that's all right. Now, this is the one that I want you guys to see. I will be in the, if you guys don't know exactly what I mean. So, for example, if you take all these dividend payments that I've received so far from TSYY, and if you also consider exactly how much I'm down from TSYY, I'll show you guys. Close both of these out. So for TSYY, I'm actually down $1,111. But if we take into account with the dividends I have received so far, I have received $986. So that's why it says I'm down 44%, because it's showing the return on investments after dividends. I have not updated on my tracker how much I received this week from TSYY. So once I update this, you guys will see we're actually in the green for our total dividends received. That's one reason I love this tracker. So the dividend we received was November 4th. So we had this many shares right here. Total number of shares, boom. The amount paid out was actually less, so it was 20 cents, 6. It got updated, so that's fine. It'll do its thing. What was this? November 4th, November 3rd, 11/3/25, TSYY. And then we're going to do the amount earned was $286.33. Boom. And then we're going to update the color here. Now I want you guys to see the actual color now, or the color will change, and my return on investment after dividends has now been updated. So now TSYY is in the green. My total return, including dividends, is 1.51%. So still looking good. Market's on a huge downturn, but even with this big downturn, it's good to see there is some green still in the market. So let's see what else we have left to update. HOW. We already updated this one. We need to do, what was next? Was that all? POTW, HOW, Chippy. Yeah, it's all. Because I haven't received any dividends from QQQI just yet, I don't think. What was the most recent one? October 24th. Yeah, and we already updated that one, I'm pretty sure. QQQI, October, yeah. 9/10, yeah. So we won't receive another dividend until the end of this month. And then I haven't received a dividend from Mags or Maggie, so I don't have anything to update there. But as you guys can see, so far, if I were to take all of these numbers, sometimes I just keep putting numbers over here on the side. But dividends to date, you guys can see if it actually, in the column amount earned, how much I have earned so far has been $2,500. Now, take account that is speculation from this amount right here. You guys can see the current dividend income, it fluctuates a lot. But so far, this is exactly how much I earned. Return to date, I'm down 7%. Return on investment after dividends, even with this big market downturn, I'm still down less than 4%. Not looking too good, but hey, it's all right. We're going to get this thing back up. It's going to be a huge, just nice dividend income snowball. But we're also going to have a nice little growth aspect inside of it. Trying to pick up some more tech stocks as we are dropping. I don't want to pick this thing up at a super high point. But that is pretty much the video, you guys. You guys can see this is what my share goals look like. This is exactly what I want to hold for future projection. Now, this is actually very up to date. Funds needed is about, I'll have around, say about $575,000 on portfolio, coming out to about $30,000 a month in dividend income. So that is the goal. And yeah, that's going to do it for the portfolio. Today, it was a simple video because I've been gone for so long, but I'm going to go through and make multiple different videos. I have so many ideas I'm going to be dropping with you guys. And I'm going to be keeping the daily vlogs up because you guys have been enjoying those. I'll just make sure to keep some investing tips inside of that. But if you guys like content like this, make sure you guys are hitting that like and subscribe button. Like I said, it truly helps my channel grow so much. And with that being said, I will catch you guys here in the next video. See you guys here soon.